So this is why the main source. That's what we're doing. We're trying to put on for local artists and make sure we give you guys the visibility you deserve, especially if the music is good. You feel me? So on that note, I want to give a big shout out to my man M.O.T, Moment of Truth. He's in the building right now with us. Hey man, without further ado, I need you to introduce yourself to all these people that might not be familiar with you and all that. Let them know who you are, your influences, you know, all that good ish, man.
Well, it's a lot, but first of all, it's M.O.T, Moment of Truth.
Yes.
Follow me on Instagram, moment_of_truth. You can find everything through there. You can find my Spotify, my YouTube, Apple Music, everything's through there, so follow up. And when it comes to influences, bro, we could be talking for a minute. There's a lot of influences from the hip hop world, from the rock world.
We gonna get into that.
Yeah, that's a long.
I know you're a Kurt Cobain fan. We gonna get into that.
Big 90s, that whole like Seattle scene, the whole grunge shit, Pearl Jam, all that shit. Alice in Chains, that was all my shit. Yeah.
Now, why Moment of Truth, M.O.T? Why?
Well, it started off as just truth when I was really, really young, like 16 or whatever. It was just like truth, you know, just try to be as real as I can, always just try to put me in it as much as I can, you know what I mean? Don't fake, don't talk on shit that I don't know about. That was when I was a kid. I was just, I gotta be me, and that's it. So I just said truth. And then as time came, my boy Payne said, yo, right before your verse comes in, you should be like, this is a moment of truth. So I give that all to him. He really came up with that, and then I ran with it. Years later, I'm like, yo, if I get a band together, it's gonna be M.O.T, and that's what it's gonna be. So I just started branding myself like that instead of always being Moment of Truth. People, it's long. I just started M.O.T. And then people are always asking what's M.O.T mean. So then I get to hit them with the Moment of Truth. I like shit like that. Yeah, but I got to give it all to Payne, man, for real. He really gave that to me.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the homie Payne after.
For sure.
One thing though, you mentioned band.
Yeah.
So me, like I said, I did my little research on my man M.O.T. I've seen that. Even listening to your songs and stuff like that, like Red Couch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see the influence of the
Yeah, that's the most, yeah.
And that's what made me like, yo, this guy's different, man.
Yeah.
I kind of fuck with that. You feel
Respect.
me? So, how did you actually blend in the two? Like, why? I mean, did you start making rock music first and then you move into hip-hop? Or
Nah, I grew up on rock music. And then hip-hop was my teenage years, you know? As soon as I heard Eminem, that was it. It was like, okay, now I'm gonna start writing bars, and it just started like that. And then the rock came later, like in my early 20s. I started like going back and listening to everything I grew up on, and I was like, okay, I want to mix this because it's been done before, right? In the 90s, like Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, all that type of shit. Like it's been done, but I feel like I can do it with a different twist. And I also feel like the bands who used to do it back in the day, like the main focus would be the rock and the singing on the hook, but the rap would always be meh. No disrespect to the legends, because they're legends, but the rap, when it comes to bars,
so, are you referring to Jay-Z when he did the Linkin Park joint?
No. That's Jay-Z going and doing it. I'm talking about literally like Fred Durst. Like I love Fred Durst, but he's not a lyricist. He's not spitting crazy bars. But the rock and everything was dope. So I wanted
Fred Durst was.
He was
a rapper, really.
No, but he does his little rap thing in his Limp Bizkit, you know, like. So I wanted to bring really like, yo, if I'm gonna do the rock shit and I'm gonna put hip hop in it, I'm not just gonna do simple like, I'm sad, I'm mad, you know. I wanted to really put lyrics into it and really put hip hop shit into it.
That's dope because I love the blend, man.
It's really like what I want to do in the future. If it's, you know what I mean, if it's up to me, I would have a full band, and it would be just always blending shit. One track gonna sound like that, one track gonna sound like something else. It's never gonna be like the same thing.
So if you had the chance to do a song with one rock band on one rock artist,
dead or alive? Well, dead or alive?
Who would it be?
Chester. Yeah.
Any reason why?
That's just my childhood. He's my guy. Like for real, that's my. Like I shed a tear when that dude passed.
Dope.
Yeah, like that's my. Going to school, elementary school with the Walkman, putting in Linkin Park and Walkman, bro. You know what I mean? I can bring it back to the, you know what I mean?
I remember those days, man.
And that's just my childhood, bro. Seriously, just if I can really. But there's so many others, you know what I mean? There's so many others, like Pearl Jam and Korn, Jonathan Davis, I would love to work with. Like those are really legend type shit. But if I had to pick one, like really just dream shit, yeah, it would be Chester. Yeah.
And in terms of hip hop, let's start with, let's say, the local hip hop. Did you grow up or listen to some local artists?
Honestly, I can't really say I listened to a lot of it. When I was a kid, there wasn't much, right? So I would go on YouTube and type in like Montreal hip hop and see like what would pop up. So like when I was real young, Harmonica, Bad News. That was like one of the first things, rest in peace. That was one of the first things I ever saw just from typing in Montreal hip hop. Because I'm a kid in Laval, I'm like, I don't know what's going on really in the scene, you know? So I just go on YouTube, Montreal hip hop, and that would be like one of the first things that pop in. So I see a dude on the harmonica, like really, he talk about blending shit.
There you go.
He was blending
Killing
shit.
it.
You know what I mean? So like as far as that, like I can't say I know many Montreal like artists or big OGs or anything like that. Unfortunately, I would need somebody to like put me on, or I would know them if maybe I heard it. I'd be okay, yeah, I remember that from back in the day.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly,
I remember that from back in the day. But I'm not gonna say like I'm a connoisseur of the Montreal hip hop scene. You know what I mean? But
that's it, my man. Keeping it
all
real,
love and all respect to everybody who's been doing it, because you know what I mean. If it wasn't for all those dudes doing it in the past, then
believe that.
You know what I mean?
Most def.
Especially OGs like yourself, bro.
Respect, I mean? Appreciate you, man. Now, one thing I was surprised is, like I said, like I didn't know you were making music. Like I saw a 2014 performance. You, the man Pain.
Okay.
At an event. So what was that event from back in the day? Yeah, I saw you guys performing. I see you posted on your page from 2014.
Way back. It was probably just some little show that I got to do. You know what I mean?
I was surprised because I'm like, okay, so Pain. Because I listen to Pain music too, you feel me? So Pain, M.O.T, I see y'all have been working together for a long time.
That's my brother.
So what's your relationship with Pain?
It's my brother. That's my brother for real. Like since 14 years old.
That's what's up.
Like we've just been like this ever since.
Okay, I need you to give that man a message for me.
Yeah, tell him to
real shit. And he knows.
Nah, he knows. We're all on him.
Waiting.
Trust me.
On the project, man. Your man M.O.T is out here killing shit, Pain.
He knows.
You feel me? You got to come back and join the boat, man.
Nah, he's on it, bro. He's working. Honestly, he's working.
Nah, I'm teasing him,
he inspires me. Like when I go and I see him, and he shows me like what he's been working on. I'm like, yo, okay, I gotta. You know what I mean? It gets me hype, bro, because that's my bro since we were kids.
I want to hear something like Pain and M.O.T. I want to hear it.
We working on it.
Feel me? That's what I'm trying
working
to hear.
on it. Trust me. We working on it. That's something that's in the works like right now. We're definitely working on it. That's my man. Another
thing I noticed is, I think in 2020 you dropped like 5-6 singles, if I'm not mistaken, on Spotify.
Yeah.
This year you already have 5-6.
Yeah,
also.
This year I sped it up.
Yeah, I see you consistent. So that's like 10, 12 songs on Spotify. Yeah. How come you never dropped an EP?
Because I guess I don't feel like they... I mean, they could. I just don't feel like they coincide all. They're sporadic. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, one sounds like this, one sounds like that. And I feel like if I drop an EP, like if I do a rock EP, it'll be 3-4 songs, all of that rock, hip-hop shit. And then if I do another type of EP, it could be 3-4 songs of that similar. Like this past year, I feel like everything I dropped in this past year could be on an EP. Because it all has a similar hip-hop driven, you know what I mean?
So you want to mix the two in the same project now?
Maybe not in the same project, because I think not yet anyways. I think some people just... It's hard sometimes. Some rock people don't want to hear no hip-hop. Some hip-hop people don't want to hear no rock. And I've been dealing with that for a long time. Like, even when I put out Red Couch, I had a lot of people show me love. Like, this is different. But then at the same time, a lot of people were like, yo, what the fuck? What do you do? Because I put out Moscow, like, before that, which was real hip-hop. And then I put Red Couch. And people were just like, what do you do? And then I'm like, I don't know. That's you know what I mean?
A lot of artists, that's an issue they have in terms of finding their direction. You know, how the artists that I had before, he was doing reggae and French rap and hip hop, like, and everything was good, but it's like you need to choose your lane at the end of the day, because if people like this certain thing, but me, I believe that you can still find a way to blend everything.
As an artist, though, it's like whatever you feel like in the moment or whatever when you're in the studio. You know what I mean? Like, if I just feel like doing if my homie's available and he can come to the studio and do some rock shit, that's what we're gonna do.
That's it.
But honestly, this whole past year, because of COVID, I hadn't been able to bring my homie to the studio to do guitars with me, because the studio was like on lockdown. It was like one person in max. It was like on some COVID shit, you know. So I had to go back to it's just me, my pen and my pad and my producer, and let's go and let's get it. I was like, let's just do this 808, let's get it. You know what I mean?
Now you see, speaking of COVID, man, COVID.
Fucked everything.
Swear to God. So basically, what's your stance on COVID and all the vaccine thing and all that? What's your stance on that, man? You ain't got to tell us if you are or not.
I don't want to get canceled before I'm even on. Like, honestly, to each their own. Do what you want to do with your body. You know what I mean? Just don't force people to do something, to do shit. You know what I mean? Don't force it on the people. That's where I have a problem with it. Do I think it's a real disease? Yeah, obviously it's a real disease. Do I think it's as crazy as they're making it seem? No. Powers that be are gonna do what they want to do, right?
That's it.
You know what I mean? But as far as the vaccine goes, I think this whole passport thing and everything that's going on, it's messed up. And I never thought that I would be living through some shit like this. I never thought I'd be living through some I gotta get home at 8 p.m. type shit. And the whole city's locked down. I forgot about that,
like that curfew thing, man. I forgot about that. You just remind me we actually...
I thought I was in my favorite movie, V for Vendetta. That's my favorite fucking movie. And in that movie, you know, they got the curfew and the girls walking and they're like, you can't be... I thought I was in the movie. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know if I can curse, my bad.
No, that's true. I clearly remember it, man. It's crazy, man. We've been through some shit, man. But hey,
it's like, what is going on for real? And
let's just hope for the better. You feel me?
Yeah, of course.
Hopefully, everything will go.
Hopefully, this thing won't last too long, though.
That's the thing, man. I'm positive, man. I'm positive it will be good. Now, is there one thing that you used to do before COVID that you be like, nah, I'll never do that ever again? Now that COVID happened.
Nah, not really. I'm not tripping on things like that.
Because I give an example. Me, I realized like stuff like especially during the
like
curfew.
Going to bars and concerts and shit like that. Like,
we care like that about a lot of stuff like that.
I don't care about it being closed.
Before, I mean, to me, it was like, maybe it's important. Oh, restaurant, what? I can't go curfew, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
What? We can't do nothing. But then after, I'm like, man, for real, I'm not even going outside like that. So you feel me? That's something that to me, I'm like, oh, maybe I won't even go.
I've never been a club dude. I've never been a go out. I'm a homebody. I stay at home, and
so that's why you don't even.
I don't have to. Even right now, it's late. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't got to be out, you know what I mean? No, but like, if it's not music related, then I'm not going out.
I feel
you know what I mean? If it's something that's like be in the studio, do a show, do something like this, then I'm up. You know what I mean? But otherwise, bro, I'll be at home, like just chilling. I don't care if everything's closed right now. I'm just gonna save my money for real.
No, I feel you, man.
You know what I mean? But like, as like, oh, am I gonna go back because I think I'm gonna catch something? Like, oh no, I'm never gonna go to a concert again. I'm never gonna go to a mosh pit again because we've all been doing that shit and we were all fine, and we're all gonna do it again one day and we're all gonna be fine. You know what I mean? Like,
everything gonna be alright.
You know what I mean?
Now, my man, brand new single out.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Sinner Thoughts.
Sinner Thoughts, man.
Yeah.
What's your biggest sin?
Oh, I don't want to go into that. My girl's right there. We don't want to go into that. Nah, but
what inspired you to write this song? Because I actually like the way you speak. Like, it's like when you read the title, you can think like it would be like a dark song. Like you'd be thinking like, oh,
but the song, it's a cynical.
Just vibing to it.
It's a cynical title, but honestly, it's just because it was the first line that popped in my head, and I kind of think like all of my bars are just sinner thoughts because I'm not like, you know what I mean? I'm not no angel, and everything I think is I'm talking about real shit, and it's not like I've done some super bad shit, you know. But I'm human. I've done my wrongs. You know what I mean? Now I'm going through it, and I'm reflecting on it. And everything I think, you know, I'm usually thinking some fucked up shit either way. So it's always some sinner thoughts if you want to go by the Bible way of looking at things or whatever.
So who produced the song and the video too? Who you're working with when it comes to
the beat is Our World. He's done pretty much all my beats. He's been like my main producer.
Montreal?
Yeah, Our World.
Shout him out, give him space, man.
Yeah, Our World. He's not on Instagram right now. The guy's going ghost right now. He's taking a little space from social media. Huh? But he's my main guy. He's been doing all my beats, and I tell him, whenever you want to show off, man, just play the beats you do for me because they don't sound like any other beats that you're doing. He did Red Couch and he did Sinner Thoughts, just to give you the of what he can do. And what I guess bring out of him, you know what I mean? Because when I go to work with him, he knows he can't do no regular shit that he does. So, and for the video, it was J Mumbo. That was my and it was my first time working with him. Shout out J Mumbo. It was a great experience. You know what I mean? It was good vibes over there, and he killed it. He killed it for real. And it took me to another level, like visually, that when people see it, they're like, okay, like this guy's taking this shit seriously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That song is one of my favorite that you done so far. For real.
Respect. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And if you think about the Montreal scene in general, like, what's your opinion of the scene? Do you feel like it's actually rising? Do you feel like it's too much of the same? Do you feel like, what's your opinion?
I feel like there's more of a scene now than ever, especially with the French stuff.
Yeah,
it's good. You know what I mean? I don't listen to it. I'm not gonna say like I'm bumping it, but the fact that these guys are actually like getting on and doing their thing is blessed. It's blessed for the city. You know?
Would you collaborate with a French artist?
I would. If it's a dude that I know and like we have a relationship and we fuck with each other like that, then yeah, I'm gonna do it. But I'm not just gonna do it just to, let's do a French English song. Like,
I see what you mean.
It has to be organic. It has to be real. It has to be like just one of my boys, and if he happens to be French and we do a song, and that's what it is, you know?
So do you feel like it's a must for English artists to have at least down the line a feature collaboration with a French?
It's not a must, but it's I don't know. It's not a must. It's not a must. It should go either way. The French dude should also be thinking, if that's how they feel, if it's a must, they should be thinking, I need an English dude also. Because it just brings both worlds together.
It does.
And at the end of the day, bro, like, the French stuff, it's dope and it's blessed, but most of the world and the most of the audience that's listening to hip hop is English. So we're gonna get our shine regardless.
That's it, man. You already know, man. At the end of the day, that's why I keep saying it. If you think about the hip hop, even music in general, like the top artists, they're all from Canada, you know?
Yeah.
From Drake, The Weeknd, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a great time to be a Canadian artist right now. Shania, we're bringing it back. We had some Shania.
Hey, man. Straight up, man. It is what it is.
Trust me.
It is what it is.
Yeah, trust me.
Celine Dion, all these motherfuckers.
Trust me. Yeah. No, but it's a good time to be a Canadian artist, and it's a good time to be doing it. You know what I mean? Toronto's on fire right now. You know what I mean? I think, if anything, people need to let Toronto do their thing and stop trying to sound like Toronto, stop trying to act like Toronto.
That's it.
And just do their own thing, you know? That's why I don't really try to sound like no particular city. That's why I can't even say I sound like Montreal, because I don't really think Montreal has a particular sound.
C'est pas comme ça, bro, man. Faut que tu parles comme ça, man.
Yeah, I guess that's the sound, you know what I mean? That's the sound, that's the culture, and it's cool, you know what I mean? I'm an Anglophone, though.
Montreal is both, man. French and English, man. Because if you go, the West, I live in the West Island. You know what I mean? I lived in the West English side of Montreal practically like my whole life, almost, you feel me? But I also lived in the East End, so I know what it is, and I know the difference between the two. And personally, I feel like this is the beauty of Montreal, man. I love, especially when the two sides connect, and it's just beautiful. Because I do a lot of battle events and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I've been seeing since back in the day. I know.
You know what I mean? I've
been seeing the main source.
There's people from the East and the West, and everybody in the same building, and it's just dope. Because I do French and English battles, so the vibe is just wonderful. You feel me? Now, my man, before I let you go, man, you know I'm trying to hear that Sinner verse. Like, no, man, motherfuckers need to hear that shit. But before that, I need you to tell Montreal, this is your moment, man, because the city is listening right now. And like I told you, M.O.T is one of the artists that I actually appreciate, and I feel that have a lot of potential to make it happen. So what do you want Montreal to know about M.O.T, and what do you have coming up in the near future?
I just want them to know that, it's going to be quality music every time. You're not going to hear no bullshit. You're not going to hear something that's just put together in 2 seconds. It's time, blood, sweat, and tears. And it's really, I'm putting my all into this. The foot is on the pedal to the metal. And I'm going for it. Every time you hear me, you're going to know something's popping off. Like, I'm going to give people no choice this year. No choice, for real.
Hey, man. Montreal, I think it's that time, man. My man got to perform right now real quick, man. He gonna let you know what he can do. You feel me? M.O.T in the building. By the way, man, we forgot to let him know. How can they follow you, man? Give him all the social media, all that good ish.
The main one, Instagram, man. _truth. That's where I put everything out. All my links are through that. The YouTube link, the Spotify link, Apple Music link. Everything's through there. Little sneak peeks in the studio. Sneak peeks for the new videos coming out soon.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Everything's on there. Follow me. Spotify, streaming, all that. Subscribe to YouTube, all that shit.
I like that. Hey, yo, my man, do your thing, man. It's your turn.
Bless. I put it up in them earphones. These are just some. Look. Yeah. And these are just some sinner thoughts. I'm going hard all summer, take the winter off. I used to ride the bus, now I'm spinning off. And if I'm gone tomorrow, I ain't spend enough. Hey, these are just some sinner thoughts. I'm going hard all summer, take the winter off. I used to ride the bus, now I'm spinning off. And if I'm gone tomorrow, I ain't spend enough. Mom ain't gotta worry about the rent this month. Only in the booth I ever vent this much. I used to be satisfied to get a crumb. 9 to 5, no choice, gotta get it done. I seen my homie count so much paper that he split his thumb while I'm risking my freedom for some other chump. Shit is dumb. Told me fuck that, he gon' put me on. Show me the blueprint, couldn't get it wrong. See, these other kids were getting mom and dad to buy them whips. I had to grind to find a shift that I could stomach and not try to quit. I learned quick that life's a bitch. I took my last couple bucks and tried to flip. Ay, I had to take some L's though. I rolled them up and smoked them to myself though. I'm sitting in a dark room, I still hear the echo of my former self telling me to let go, cause it's time to go and get it. Ay, this depression's so genetic. Why? Inside of me it's hidden, my head is getting hectic, ain't no telling where I'm headed. Hey, this is passion resurrected. I'm standing at a bus stop, practicing a written. Cause they was laughing when I said it. I ain't sweated, I perfected my methods, collected my weapons, respected the lessons that I was taught. I made the decision and then I fought. I'm on a mission like a Christian, killing any opposition that don't wanna listen to the word of God. It's about to be a crusade for the new age. Hey, I keep kicking like I'm Lupe. I'm pushing through the bullshit like a bullet, looking for a new day. And if I push it to the fullest, it could be today. Hey, these are just some sinner thoughts. I'm going hard all summer, take the winter off.
Hey,
I used to ride the bus, now I'm spinning off. And if I'm gone tomorrow, I ain't spending enough.
My man, Montreal, you already know this is the homie M.O.T. M.O.T, one more time, let them know how can they follow you, man.
M.O.T, Moment of Truth. Follow me on Instagram, moment_of_truth. You can find everything through there. Subscribe to my YouTube. Stream me on Spotify, Apple Music. Let's get it this year. Pedal to the metal. Let's go.
You already know I got to bring
Level
this
up.
one back. Let's bring it back. DMS Radio. Wake up, Montreal. We out here.